Hello, Internet. My name is Roro, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I wanted to talk about AI, how it's related to art, music, and why I think now is the best time ever to be a human making art. So let's get into it. So, people have a lot of mixed feelings about AI and its relationship to art, but it doesn't really matter how you feel about it because it exists. It's becoming more common and it's something that's going to be even more prevalent and widely accepted very, very soon. And you have to think about it in the context of other new types of technology that have been introduced in the past and how the general public reacted to it. The example that I always use, because it just seems so crazy in today's world, is when recorded music first started to become a thing, a lot of musicians boycotted it and they hated it because they thought that it was going to cause people to not go to live performances. They thought that recorded music would make all music listening experience exclusive to the home and a private thing, and no one would ever want to see live music again. Clearly, that's not true, and both things exist simultaneously and often coincide with each other. And that's exactly what's happening with AI and art right now. There's like this idea that AI is going to replace artists, like eventually all music will be made by computers and AI and all art will just be generated by computers and AI. Even like scripts and stuff are able to be written by AI. So I feel like there's this idea out there that's like permeating that AI is going to replace all human artists, which is just not the case at all. Like, think about it this way: AI, when it's being fully utilized to its fullest potential and is commonplace in business, especially in regards to art and music, it's going to eliminate the need for human artists to do a bunch of bullshit that they don't want to do. Like, right now, there's people that get paid money to make super generic music to be like in commercials and TV shows and stuff. And it's like, maybe for a small percentage of people, their passion is to like score commercials and they don't care about their own creativity or whatever. But most people doing that would much rather be doing their own art and making their own music or whatever you want, whatever, all types of art this is relevant to. So, with that said, I think that there is going to be a huge spike in AI generated art and music, and it'll become commonplace for, like commercial basic graphics to be AI generated, or like music that is only there to serve like a background function for a commercial to be AI generated. It's like, who cares if computers are making that stuff? Nobody actually cares about commercials. And this is just one example, but I feel like it's just a good example because no one gives a fuck about the artistic integrity of a commercial. So like this is actually a good thing that humans aren't going to have to waste their time and their energy making a bunch of bullshit. Another idea that I had that I think will be really cool is there's going to be sort of like, as social media is dying in popularity, it's pretty much going to get taken over by AI. But I think there's going to be like a sweet spot where there's these AI created influencers almost, and they sort of are like computer generated influencers that maybe even make art. And I think that that could be pretty sick from an artistic perspective. And it'll be cool for a while, or it'll be cool in its one niche, but it's not going to be the be all end all of all art forever. And I think that that's just like a common thing, is not understanding that two truths can exist at the same time. So I think now, if you're an artist and you're a human, now is the best time to be a human making art, because there's going to be a need for that in the future when AI generated art is more common and it's moving very quickly. Like, for example, in the 2010s, hip hop music became extremely computerized. Everything is made on computers now. It's all mostly synths. Samples are not used nearly as much. There's a lot of auto tune, which is like computer pitch correction, and there's an obsession with the music sounding perfect in that way, which is awesome. There's definitely a really cool appeal to that. But that was still humans making computer perfection. Does that make sense? Like, it wasn't being generated by a computer. It was humans using computers as tools to make something sound perfect. Like, the drums are perfectly locked to a grid. They're perfectly in time. The tempo never wavers. The key of the song can be set perfectly. The pitch of the vocals with autotune is all perfect. That there's an appeal to that that's really cool. But when computers are the ones doing it, it's not going to have that human element. And as humans, we're going to be able to recognize that. And, obviously it's going to get even crazier than I can even comprehend right now. So I don't know exactly how that's going to progress. But what I do know is that the need for humans making art is never going to go away. And I think there's almost going to be even more of a demand for that in the very near future. So I know for myself personally, I want to focus on being a human making art, as weird as that sounds, but like that's where we're at in society. And that's like, I really do think that this is the direction that everything's going in. There's going to be a dire need for people to have communities of humans that all are artists, or even just supporting an artist that they like, that they know is a real person. There's probably going to be people that we think are real people and then come to find out they're not. Like, that stuff is all going to be happening so soon. And it's fine. It's just going to happen on its own, which is why we need to, I don't know who I'm even speaking to. I'm speaking for myself. I need to focus on being a human and making art, because I think that's what's important right now. And with that said, every Wednesday and Sunday, starting on February 22nd, I will be making an album live on Twitch. The details for that are in the description if you want to come check it out. I also have a Discord server. It's where the community is all centered around. It's starting to get more active, so come hang out there. Stop by. Everyone's super chill and nice. We're just sharing music, talking about whatever. I'll probably make another video about AI and art, just because I feel like I have so many thoughts that are not even fully formulated, but this has just really been on my mind a lot lately, so I wanted to get it out and share it. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.